Good day, my dear students. Welcome to Introduction to the Philosophy of the Human Person class. Introduction to the Philosophy of the Human Person, Quarter 1, What is Philosophy? After this module, you should be able to Number 1. Distinguish a holistic perspective from partial point of view. Second, realize the value of doing philosophy in obtaining a broad perspective in life. Third, write a philosophical reflection on a concrete situation from a holistic perspective. What is philosophy? In this lesson, you will learn the meaning of philosophy, periods of philosophy, branches of philosophy, the difference of partial and holistic thinking, and lastly, how to philosophize. The what versus the how. There are many ways to define philosophy, but we'll just take three to explain it. The first one is the etymological definition. In terms of etymological definition of philosophy, we have two Greek words, philos meaning love and sophia meaning wisdom. If we combine the two words, we have the etymological definition of philosophy, which is the love of wisdom. Thus, we can call the people who love to philosophize or do philosophy as lovers of wisdom. After this lesson, we may also call ourselves as lovers of wisdom. Second, the dictionary definition. If we look into the dictionary regarding the meaning of philosophy, it says that philosophy is the study or discipline that uses human reason to investigate the ultimate causes, reasons, and principles which govern all things. Third, the how of philosophy. Philosophy is not just a noun, but more than a verb to be experienced. We cannot just limit the definition of philosophy by its etymological and dictionary definitions. As a person experiences to philosophize, he or she can now give his or her own definition of philosophy. Now, he or she becomes a philosopher, a lover of wisdom. There are things in life that we need to experience first before we learn it. We will now discuss the periods of philosophy. After discussing the different definitions of philosophy and learning that the how is more important than the what, let us now discuss the periods of philosophy. First one, we have the ancient period. The thinkers in this period focused on the cosmos. Cosmos is a Greek word which means universe or world. Basically, the thinkers in this period revolved their thought on the question, what is the world made of? Second is the medieval period. If the thinkers of the ancient period focus on the universe or the cosmos, the thinkers in the medieval period put their thought in the divine being, or we call God, from Greek word theos. They try to discuss the nature of the divine being. They also prove and disprove the existence of God. These are just some of the ideas and concepts we can find in this period. Third is the modern period. After discussing about the world and the divine being, the thinkers put their attention now into science and reason. They believe that knowledge should be put first into the light of reason before accepting it. The last one is the contemporary period. This period in philosophy focuses now on anthropos, a Greek word which means man. From cosmos to theos to science, now it is shifted focus to human. Always keep in mind that all our experiences, either good or bad, pleasant or not so pleasant, are just periods in our life in which we should learn from it. The branches of philosophy. Now we are already have knowledge regarding the history of philosophy by learning its period. This time, let us familiarize ourselves with the different branches of philosophy. First one is the aesthetics. This branch of philosophy deals with the beauty and what makes things beautiful. Second, logic, the branch of philosophy which deals with correct reasoning. Third, epistemology. It discusses the nature of knowledge and knowing. Fourth, ethics, the branch of philosophy which deals with moral questions and dilemmas. Fifth, political philosophy, studies governments and deals with questions of justice, power, and the rights and obligations of citizens. Sixth, metaphysics, branch of philosophy which deals with questions regarding reality and existence. And for the last one, philosophy of man, area in philosophy that understands the human person from philosophical perspective, integrating and synthesizing the different branches of philosophy and other fields of study to know the truth about the human person. Different branches, 1-3, different races, different ages, gender, and culture. One creator. Now we will discuss about holistic and partial thinking. When we say holistic thinking, it is when you see things as a whole. You look at reality that is presented to you in all sides. While on the other hand, when we say partial thinking, it is when you only see the part of reality. Philosophy teaches us to see things holistically. It gives us the proper perspective in dealing with our experiences. Do not be blinded or be fooled by what you see with your eyes. Not everything you see is what it seems. We will now move on to philosophizing. After knowing that we need to think holistically and not partially, philosophy can help us to have holistic perspective. Maybe now you're asking how to philosophize. We have 3 ways to do it. First one is the sense of wonder or pagkamangha. This is the attitude that we almost forgot, the sense of wonder. Remember, when you're still a child, you were easily amazed by simple things. Your curiosity drives you, which in the end gives you knowledge. But as we grow old, we forget how to be amazed by simple things. We want grandeurs in life. We want complexities. We follow complex things. But in the end, these grandeurs, complexities, and complex things will just give us unsatisfaction, which leads us to disappointments. Be amazed and always have the sense of wonder in simple things, for in simplicity there lies a knowledge and wisdom. Second is the act of questioning, pagtatanong. In philosophy, the question is more important than the answer. The more you question and think about the question, you philosophize. By this action, you are having a critical mind and analysis. Remember the words of Socrates: the more you know, the more you do not know. The moment you stop asking questions is the moment you stop doing philosophy. Third one is the act of reflection, pagninilay. Reflection requires a person to be willing to examine one's thoughts, feelings, and actions, and to learn more about one's life and experiences. When a person reflects about his experiences, he learns to see things holistically. Through these experiences and reflections made, the result is wisdom. Allow yourself to be consumed by your experience with the guidance of philosophizing. But why? It is easier to do things if you know the reason of doing it. It is comfortable engaging yourself in an activity if you know the importance of it and how it will be beneficial to you. If you know the value of certain things, you will appreciate it. Now, let us see the value and why do we need to philosophy. These are just some of many uses and value of philosophy. First one is philosophy enables a person to engage in critical analysis and interpretation of concepts, definitions, arguments, and problems. Critical thinking is indeed imperative since fake news are rampant today. Having an analytic mind helps us not simply accept ideas that are just presented to us, but also avoid manipulative schemes or plans. Second, the philosophy improves problem solving and decision making. As we have discussed a while ago, philosophy offers us holistic thinking. This kind of attitude is important in decision making since you need to weigh your decision, seeing all positive and negative effects of it. Third, a philosopher is a good communicator who clearly and adequately presents his or her ideas. Philosophy helps us present our ideas and thoughts clearly. It trains us to organize our thoughts well. Doing so, aside from presenting our ideas, it helps us also to have an open mind to new different perspectives. The last one, knowledge of philosophy can contribute to self-development. Self-development needs to understand oneself and the world. It inspires us to know our limitations, our strengths and weaknesses, and improve them. Most importantly, to know our purpose in life. Philosophy cannot give us wealth, money, or fame, or power, but it can only assure us and help us to have a life worth living. Thank you for listening. Stay home, stay safe, and stay healthy. Goodbye.